Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rodrigo Adem, assistant professor in the Department of Arabic and Islamic Studies at Georgetown. I'm glad to see you. I know some of you from class. And I have the pleasure of welcoming today Isha Bera and John Poser, who are program officers in the Critical Language Scholarship Program. And they will be giving us a presentation on this very exciting opportunity, which is available for you to study language abroad. Arabic, Persian, and Turkish will be of emphasis today, but they can also direct you for further information in Russian, for example. Without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to them, and I'll give them control of the presentation. Please, thank you very much, Isha.
Great, thank you so much for that quick introduction. So yeah, hello and welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us to learn about the 2022 Critical Language Scholarship Program. The CLS program is a program of the U.S. Department of State with funding provided by the U.S. government and supported in its implementation by us here at American Councils for International Education. As Rodrigo said, my name is Isha Bera, and I am the program officer for Arabic for the CLS program at American Councils, and I'm joined here today.
I am John Poser, and I'm the program officer for Russian and Persian for CLS at American Councils. So we will begin this presentation with an overview of the CLS program, what the scholarship provides and what the program is all about. Then we'll talk about some of the benefits of participating in the CLS program and give you all some tips for preparing a competitive application. At the end, we'll answer any questions that you have about the CLS and the application process. I will be answering questions entered into the Zoom chat. So you are welcome to add questions there anytime, and then we'll answer those that aren't addressed in the presentation once we are through with our slides. And because it is a relatively small group, we'll use the Zoom chat, but we'll probably have it more of a conversation style discussion as well.
So what is CLS? CLS is a summer study abroad program that is fully funded by the U.S. government. And it specifically supports students in all fields of studies to learn what the U.S. Department of State refers to as critical languages.
Critical languages are those that are less commonly taught and studied on U.S. campuses, but that are nonetheless critical to our engagement with the world. They are languages that are essential to U.S. national security and economic prosperity, and that help prepare students to compete in a globalized workforce.
So the Critical Language Program offers instruction in 15 different critical languages. 9 of the 15 languages offered by the CLS program require no prior language study. So as you can see here on the screen, students can apply to study Azerbaijani, Bangla, Hindi, Indonesian, Persian, Punjabi, Swahili, Turkish, or Urdu, even if they have no background or experience in the language. However, students who wish to study Arabic, Korean, Portuguese, or Russian must complete at least 1 year of study in that language by the beginning of the program. Students who wish to learn Chinese or Japanese must complete 2 years of prior study. So while many students do meet these requirements through formal classes at the college level, you may substitute other language learning experience for formal classes, such as self-study, tutoring, high school coursework, or knowledge of the language from your home environment. There will be a space in the application for you to describe your experience and how it meets the proficiency requirement for the level to which you are applying. In any case, you must have a plan for how you will meet this requirement by the beginning of June, which is when the CLS program begins.
Probably the most exciting thing about the CLS program is that it is fully funded by the U.S. government. The program includes round-trip international airfare to your program site, in addition to any applicable visa fees, housing and meals, classroom instruction, and the cost of all cultural programming and group trips in the host country. Alumni of the program receive undergraduate academic credit through Bryn Mawr College, as well as a certified ACTFL OPI test score, and certificate to verify their language progress.
Keep in mind that the CLS program is more than just a funding opportunity. It is an all-inclusive study abroad program focused on immersive language learning. CLS scholars do participate together as a cohort at each program site. Each of our partner institutes do host up to 30 CLS scholars, so class sizes are small. Everyone does share the same schedule for an intensive 8-week program that includes 20 hours of language classes each week, cultural activities, local excursions, and 1 or 2 overnight weekend trips, group trips. The program is highly structured. It is not an independent study, research, or internship program, and students should not expect to have time to pursue outside study or work. The program is academically challenging and every aspect is designed to maximize language gains and the scholar's immersion in the host culture. Throughout the summer, scholars do agree to a language policy that requires them to speak only in the language that they are studying. Each scholar is also paired with a language partner for practice outside of the classroom. The CLS program is a study abroad program that emphasizes immersive language and cultural learning. Depending on the health and safety considerations, however, it may be necessary to hold some or all of the 2022 CLS institutes virtually. In that case, virtual instruction would follow a similar structure, emphasizing use of language, cultural learning, and building relationships between our scholars and the people of the host country.
Our cohorts are diverse, and this is a strength of the CLS program. Students in each cohort come from all different academic backgrounds, fields, and degree programs, and have different levels of experience with language and travel. We also actively recruit students from groups underrepresented in study abroad, including students of color, students with disabilities, students from community colleges, and non-traditional students. The CLS program is a great opportunity for all students, and we work year-round with the Department of State and our partner institutes to ensure that inclusive support structures are in place to ensure a safe and successful summer for all of our scholars.
In addition to the opportunity to study abroad and take language classes on a fully funded program, there are a lot of benefits that come from participating in the CLS program. CLS is a great program for students who want to make substantial gains in their language proficiency over the course of one summer. In just 8 weeks, students complete the equivalent of 2 semesters of coursework. Proficiency in a critical language opens doors to further academic and employment opportunities. And studying abroad can help you develop and hone in skills that employers are looking for, like problem solving, flexibility, and adaptability.
Because of the immersive nature of the program, or the CLS program, participants have unique opportunities to build meaningful international relationships in their host communities with friends and colleagues from the host country and peers within their CLS cohorts. Alumni of the program do join a vibrant and engaged community of U.S. Department of State International Exchange alumni and gain access to resources and events supported by the CLS program. And while CLS participants have no service commitment to the U.S. government after completing the program, alumni are eligible for non-competitive eligibility for U.S. government jobs, which makes pursuing a career in the civil service much easier if that is of interest to you.
Sorry about that. There we go. Students are eligible for CLS if they are U.S. citizens or nationals and enrolled in an accredited degree-seeking program at a U.S.-based institution at the time of applying. Participants must be at least 18 years old by May 15, 2022, and have completed at least 1 year of one full year of college-level study by the start of the program. Detailed eligibility and information can be found on our website. Students from any field of study can prepare a competitive application for CLS. We want applications from students of all majors at all levels of language learning and encourage students at all disciplines to think about how critical languages can help their careers. Successful applicants come from a wide range of backgrounds and are excited to represent the diversity of the U.S. abroad.
The program places emphasis on students who are prepared for the rigorous academic program and the intensive nature of the program. In your application, it's important to show that you can succeed on the CLS program. Now, that includes addressing your ability to study intensively, your skills in adapting to a group program setting where you're not making all of the decisions, and your cultural flexibility and maturity. You should show that you are motivated to pursue language study and that you'll continue your studies after you return to the United States. Now, this doesn't mean that your campus has to offer courses in the language you choose, but you should have a plan for how you'll continue learning and using the language in the future. And finally, you need to make a clear connection between the language you wish to study and your academic or professional career goals.
Take the time to think about how this language contributes to your future by doing some research on what people are doing in your field globally. Be sure to watch the full-length application tips video we have prepared. You can find a link to that video at clsscholarships.org/apply, or you can take out your phone right now and scan the QR code on the screen to pull it up. That video will walk you through the prompt for each essay question and explain what the evaluators are looking for and give you some general tips for making your application as strong as possible. Finally, reach out to resources on your campus for help with your application. Faculty and instructors might have ideas for areas of international interest in your field. A writing center, a fellowship, or scholarship office, study abroad office, or honors program may be good places to start getting feedback on your essays.
The CLS application is available online now at clscholarship.org/apply. In order to prepare a competitive application, we recommend starting early and reaching out to resources on your campus for help. Your application must be submitted no later than 5 p.m. Pacific time or 8 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, November 16th. You may apply for only one language, and please keep in mind that you are applying for a language rather than a location. Applicants are eligible to, are required to submit an unofficial transcript and one recommendation. For short essays and a statement of purpose form the core of the application.
Again, applications for the CLS program are due November 16th, 2021. By late January, every applicant will be notified of whether or not they will advance to the semifinal round of selection. This notification is done by email, so please make sure you include a valid email address in your application. Those who advance to the semifinal round can expect to be notified by early March of whether they have been selected for the award. Students who are selected for the award will have about 2 weeks to either accept or decline the offer, at which point declined awards will be offered to alternate candidates.
For more information about the CLS program, we do invite you to stay in touch by following us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We will use these pages to share updates about the program throughout the year, including a new CLS Fall virtual program coming soon. More details and an application for this opportunity will launch this spring, so stay tuned.
Thank you again for taking the time to join us this afternoon. We are, again, we are here to answer any questions, specifically on the languages that I know have been invited here today. So that is Turkish, Arabic, and Persian. We will definitely answer them via the Zoom chat function. You can also email us or call us if you have any questions about the program or the application. We have also put a lot of time into creating resources for applicants, so we highly encourage you to visit the clscholarship.org/applicants website and read through the information provided there.